Welcome, my name is Bill Walker. Welcome to the East Tennessee Local Workforce Development Area's presentation of its 2020 through 22 local plan. I direct the East Tennessee Local Workforce Board. The East Tennessee LWDA was formed in 2018 by merging three former workforce areas into one. LWDA's 2, 3, and 4 were combined to form the largest workforce area by geographical size in Tennessee. East is also home to 8 distressed and at-risk counties, the most of any LWDA in the state. The fiscal agent and board staff are employed by the East Tennessee Human Resource Agency. Mid-Cumberland Human Resource Agency supplies one-stop operator and career services. And Mayor Terry Frank, Mayor of Anderson County, is the chief local elected official, and Martha Axford, a state workforce board member, is chair for the East Local Workforce Board. A word about our presentation today. Bullet points on several slides have been ghosted and will not be discussed due to time limitations today. These bullet points may prove talking points for your questions during the August 28th State Workforce Board meeting. So let's get started. We've got an exciting story to tell, beginning with examining the role the board plays in providing direction to WIOA services. The East Workforce Board is comprised of 24 individuals. The roles of the board are depicted in this slide. In its role as strategist, the board creates a collective vision and coordinates local, area, and regional partners to implement it. It plans for and implements regional talent pipelines. It recognizes and analyzes evolving labor demands through industry partnerships, and it defines and designs career service pathways. In its role as manager, the board establishes strategic goals and objectives to arrive at a system that recognizes the needs of business and workers in a customer-centric environment. Activities include crafting policy to drive consistent and compliant operational principles, budgeting, establishing proper fiscal controls, and expanding opportunities for funding, and contracting one-stop operator and career service providers. The board monitors performance through review of data and reports by the one-stop operator, the fiscal agent, the staff of the board, and board committees in order to drive continuous improvement. And finally, the board schedules quarterly board meeting, and board staff engages American Job Center partners quarterly. Board partners include economic development agencies, secondary and post-secondary institutions, business and industry, government leaders, and community stakeholders. The key priorities we'll discuss today are those of Governor Lee's. They are rural economic development, criminal justice reform, and vocational and workforce development. East now features an American Job Center in 14 of its 16 counties and has 22 American Job Centers across the area. By 2021, the board will have a physical presence in all 16 counties. One mobile American Job Center is dedicated to East and is available to serve rural communities. The board expanded AJC operations last year by adding 3 at-risk counties, including Granger County, Monroe County, and Union County. A 4th specialized American Job Center was added and will be discussed later in the presentation. During this plan, the board will add the following American Job Center locations. Morgan County is an at-risk county. Negotiations with Morgan County to place a specialized American Job Center in Morgan County High School are ongoing. Union County is an at-risk county. Plans have been finalized to open a specialized American Job Center at the Union County High School Career and Technical Education Campus. And finally, Cocke County is a distressed county. By the end of 2020, the board, in conjunction with Walters State Community College, will establish an American Job Center in Walters State's new Cocke County campus. This map serves as a visual presentation of the board's commitment to serving rural communities. A triangle indicates the location of American Job Centers affiliated sites. These sites are staffed and open during regular business hours. A diamond indicates the location of an AJC access point or specialized American Job Center. These sites feature limited hours of operation and/or limited staffing. Reliable, affordable, on-demand transportation in rural America is one of the largest impediments to spurring and maintaining economic development. For that reason, East allocates funds to the Job Access Reverse Commute Program to provide transportation in its distressed and at-risk counties. Job Access Reverse Commute provides eligible customers round-trip transportation to job interviews, work, American Job Centers, child care providers, and medical visits. Additionally, the East Tennessee Human Resource Agency provides subsidized low-cost transportation within all 16 counties. The East Board embraces employee upskilling by allocating $250,000 annually from formula funds for worker training. Last year, 5 incumbent worker contracts were written for employers in distressed and at-risk counties, serving 59 employees at a cost of $65,000. During this plan, East will continue to set aside consolidated business grant funds for its distressed and at-risk counties. A U.S. Department of Labor grant to East provides almost $1 million during this plan to fund wages for dislocated workers. Over $240,000, more than a quarter of the total, will be spent in distressed and at-risk counties. Almost $3 million is allocated annually to workforce development activities in the 8 distressed and at-risk counties. These funds represent 37% of all funds spent in the area. And over $8 million is allocated annually to workforce development activities in the East Tennessee local workforce development area. Our second priority is criminal justice. 4 activities anchor the foundation of East outreach to justice-involved individuals. In Morgan and Scott County jails, the board underwrites welding training for inmates in partnership with TCAT Huntsville. Completers earn a state-issued welding certificate. And in other county jails, inmates participate in WIOA-funded programs of work release, allowing inmates to work and earn in area plants. Wages earned are banked so that each inmate, upon release, has funds to secure housing and pay court costs. East operates a specialized American Job Center within the Knox County Detention Center. Inmates in the center are serving terms of less than 1 year, and almost all will need to secure work upon release. Through the Specialized American Job Center, East offers workforce development services, including basic and intensive career services, a job club for inmates and their families, services to inmates in the veteran pod, where approximately 30 veterans are served each month, and all-day WIOA Title II, that's adult education classes, are held Wednesdays and Fridays at the center. The East began working with Tennessee Department of Correction in 2018 to identify programs of workforce development for inmates housed at the Morgan County Correction Complex. Partnering with Tennessee Board of Regents, East funded the following training inside the bars: welding technology, construction technology, and information technology. This partnership will extend into the program year 2020 through 2022. The East Board is in negotiations with the Tennessee Department of Correction to establish a specialized American Job Center within the Morgan County Correction Complex. This will be the first American Job Center in a maximum security prison in Tennessee. Title III Disabled Veteran Outreach Program Representatives, or DVOPs, work in veteran courts in Knox, Blount, Hamblin, and Jefferson counties. WIOA Title I career specialists work with juvenile judges to encourage youth toward involvement with the American Job Center. Career specialists also conduct outreach to the Knox County Child Support Court. We work with litigants to offer job placement assistance to forego imprisonment. And finally, DVOPs work in drug diversion courts in Hamblin, Jefferson, Knox, and Campbell counties. The table lists criminal justice reform partners and industries. Just a word about Tenier Industries. Tenier hires offenders in its manufacturing of gear for the U.S. Armed Forces. Inmates' wages are held in an account for use upon release for housing and court costs. The third key priority is career and tech ed and the workforce. In Hamblin County Schools, East partially underwrites the annual Springtime Future Ready Expo, offering 1,000 students from a 5-county area insight into careers in middle skills jobs. Over 80 businesses and industries provides hands-on exhibits in order to give students a better understanding of their business and industries. In Granger County, which is an at-risk county, and Cott County, which is a distressed county, the board allocates over $100,000 annually to underwrite WIOA Title IV pre-employment transition services for students with disabilities. East underwrites consolidated business grants, as mentioned earlier, that feature delivery of instruction by eligible training providers, most often by Tennessee Board of Regents institutions. And for WIOA Title II, Adult Education, the board partially underwrites the Integrated Education and Training Program at TCAT Knoxville. Learners who are prepping for their high school equivalency test also earn multiple healthcare credentials through a program titled Healthcare FastPath. The benefit is that these learners graduate with dual degrees, a high school equivalency diploma and a certified nursing assistant certificate. This table reveals a partial listing of business and industry partners that hire WIOA customers in work experience, transition jobs, and on-the-job training. Check marks indicate business and industries located in distressed and at-risk counties. Collaborations and innovations. The East Board expanded partnerships last year and will continue this expansion during the course of this local plan. A number of new collaborations and partnerships include that the East surveyed area businesses regarding the impact of the pandemic on businesses and industry. Because of its historic strong collaboration with area chambers of commerce, East led the state in the number of responding businesses. During the course of this local plan, the East Board will continue regularly scheduled polling of workplace stakeholders. The board will continue working with a number of partners in offering training to individuals by means of registered apprenticeships. Last year, East approved 3 registered apprenticeships, 2 in building technology and 1 in hospitality. East has applied for a $500,000 grant to supplement its registered apprenticeship efforts during the course of this plan. Finally, in order to mitigate the impact of the pandemic on delivery of workforce services, East will undertake the following measures during the course of the plan. Adoption of smartphone technology to engage American Job Center customers and partners. Engage by Cell allows career specialists and AJC partners to drive workforce development service delivery, especially in rural areas. Workforce professionals can utilize Engage by Cell for case management and required follow-through activities. Career Ready is a web-based content platform that allows opportunity youth to receive training that meets or supports youth objectives, commonly referred to as the 14 elements. And lastly, Coursera offers over 4,000 on-demand video lectures from instructors at top universities and colleges in fields of business, computer science, data science, and more. The East Board will continue to develop and implement employer engagement strategies to help job seekers find or keep jobs and to help employers meet their hiring needs. Over 1/2 of board members represent business and industry. These business representatives have decision-making input of workforce program oversight, design, delivery, and evaluation. These board members and business partners who have used and continue to use the Workforce Network are critical in the board's mission to show value of WIOA services to all communities and stakeholders. Lastly, the East will institute Morning Coffee with Jobs for TN, a technical assistance program for employers who wish to learn more about using Jobs for TN for their human resource needs. This training will take place in the resource room of the American Job Centers. Thank you for your time reviewing the East Tennessee local plan for program year 20 through 22. It is my hope that you now have an understanding of the mission, direction, activities, and successes of the area. A quick look back at last year's metrics. In terms of service levels, last year East served on average by quarter the following percentages of customers statewide. 19%, almost 1 in every 5 adult customer. 17%, over 1 in every 6 dislocated worker customer across the state. And again, 19%, almost 1 in every 5 youth customers across the state. Last year, our minimum participant cost rate was 41% on a desired goal of 40, and we met or exceeded 100% of the adult dislocated worker and youth core measures. I look forward to your future review of our plan and the questions that may be forthcoming. My best wishes that you stay safe. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.